Yo,
Oh, we live
man,
in the motherfucking building, you heard?
we are finally here, man. It's been crazy because we've been so give some backstory here. We caught this episode 1.5 because one already made it into the vault from technical difficulties,
sure.
learning curve, all that good stuff.
Right.
But man, what's been going on with you, man? I've been trying to catch up, especially after you just had your big battle.
Man, I just been chilling, man, doing that shit. The battle was crazy. Shout out to Kenny at TBL. Shout out to EA Sports. Shout out to everybody who battled BNB, Rob Trey, Zavi, Corduroy, A-Rod, Droop, Docs Da Vinci. Shout out Just Cuz, Mike P, Snake Eyes. Shout out everybody, man. Everybody came out. It was a good event. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it was a great event. Everybody came out. They did what they're supposed to do. Everybody got their fucking bars off, got their shit off, and can't complain about that. You know what I mean?
So you being having such a high level of bar game, was there anybody from the TBL side that really stepped it up and surprised you, or not say surprised you, but just you can see the
there was a
level
couple guys.
Yeah.
Rob Trey went crazy. BNB went crazy. Docs had some shit. Elijah Straight went crazy. Everybody kind of did their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Elijah Straight probably had the standout performance.
Okay. I saw some little debates in the group about it and stuff.
Yeah, Elijah Straight.
My guy City
Towers.
Towers,
what up, my nigga?
What's up, bro? I know he got a big one coming up soon too. So City Towers is another super talented act. So we're gonna introduce you to some of the team as well. We put an open invite out to some of the team. If you're viewing and you want to chop it up and jump into the episode, it's an open door policy around here. So just hit my inbox or Xcel's inbox, and I'll send the invite link over to you, or he'll send it over to you.
Yes, sir.
But again, just wait. What was the pause? Oh yeah, I did say some pause. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I had to rewind in my head. You already got me. I ain't even been on this motherfucker 3 minutes. Y'all already paused me.
That's what City do.
Damn, son.
That's what City do.
Play, bro.
Yeah, we we turned it up. Shout out City Towers and City Towers battle too versus Vic Wallace. He got crazy. So yeah, man, it was a good event. It was good for the city and shit like that. So.
Yeah, we got my man Missile on the YouTube right now. I'm gonna bring Missile up and just introduce Missile, let you guys get familiar when he join us for the conversation for a little bit. Another member of our team you can be looking out for. He's gonna be starting streaming some games, but we might get a little sneak peek because he just played I believe it was the remastered version of The Last of Us. So we'll bring him on to talk about that.
I'm about to finish that right now.
Oh, see, he said he's about to finish it right now. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
So what has been going on? What's the update? How do you feel about the remaster?
The remaster it's good. It's pretty much the same shit as the last shit because they honestly made a beautiful game at the tail end of the PS4. So it's now it's you know what I'm saying? You gave it a couple of years. The PS5 just came out a few years ago or whatever, but it's definitely improved. There's some new modes. There's some lost levels included in this, guitar free play. There's a really cool mode called No Return, and it's like a roguelike type of pretty much it's what the remastered, not the remastered, but the canceled game that they just canceled. Fucking, it's hold up, my bad. It's the multiplayer mode that they were gonna make it a single player game about it. Not single player, but a online multiplayer game. They were gonna make that, but they canceled it. So that's pretty much they send enemies at you and shit like that.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen real quick, just so if any of my gamers are out there, you can see they came out with The Last of Us remaster. Looks like they got a little price drop on there for that, so that's interesting.
Yeah, if you already have the PS4 disc, then it's only $10 to upgrade, and you get the no return mode. You get the the guitar free play mode. You get the lost levels.
So what I just wanted to, have you on for a few minutes, get you familiar, and I wanted to get the audience familiar with what's going to be going on with you. You were just on an episode of Smart Spot Monkeys and Super Kicks with Sean, bringing you over here. And we just want to get people ready, the audience ready for what you'll be having going on in 2024. Does it seem like Last of Us is going to be our first review of the year?
Yeah, that's going to be the first thing I'm doing. And then I might do like a Tomb Raider episode after that. I'm thinking about Pokemon after that, and then GTA. Definitely going to cover GTA.
You just brought up a very good topic I wanted to bring up, and we didn't even talk about this in pre-production. Pal World versus Pokemon. What is the deal? Because I'm out of the loop. Have you heard about this new thing called Pal World?
Yes, I did.
All right, hold on. Let me get y'all on. Let me find it. Pull it up on the screen.
I'm not really familiar with it though. That's the thing.
So apparently, they already tried to sue Pokemon. Pokemon already tried to sue them several times, but lost all the copyright infringements. So now they can't really do anything, and the game has become extremely popular. Let me pull it up on the screen. If any of our audience is watching, it looks like it's a STEM game or Steam game as well. If any of our audience is watching and knows a little bit more, wants to chime in, please drop some comments and let us know. But let me just show you, because this is a straight ripoff. Like, y'all ready for this? let me put y'all on, because I can see why they're mad. Oh man, it was wild when I seen this too. I said, "Oh, they literally jacked them." I thought maybe it was like Digimon or close to it. No, my friends. No, my friends. This is Power World.
Oh my god,
that is Pokemon.
I'm crying.
They jacked them, bro. They literally jacked them. So apparently, this is a game that's available on Steam. One of my friends has already been like, he also streams online. He's been playing it. I seen him talking about it earlier. But it's going to be interesting because this seems to be the first jack. You feel me?
I mean,
like they literally jacked them. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out since they already lost the legal fight. Though. It does. And that's the problem. And a few of the people I heard talking about it was talking about this, like what we're looking at right now, like how the gameplay seems seamless. It's like Fortnite and
it seems
Pokemon
like open
together,
world kind of.
Yeah. See, look, I already got them interested, so we might be doing some reviews on that. But the Power World beef is pretty crazy, man. And there's been a lot of people online talking about it in the gaming community. So I'll definitely be looking forward to us doing some more content around that. Hold on, what's this?
Oh my
what's
man,
the vibes,
GK.
fellas? Hope all is well with y'all. Yeah. Oh man,
GK,
my guy
shout out
GK.
GK, what's the word, baby?
I saw one of the most fire battles locally I've ever seen in my life when GK and my man's they battled for the chain. I forgot the young man's name.
Vic.
No. Why GK? Who am I talking about? Soldier. That battle was crazy when GK and Soldier battled, because I was there in person. It's different. Things translate different on screen. You can speak to that Excel.
For sure.
But
feel the
that
energy.
battle in itself, there was a real
on
conversation that they had there. So that was pretty dope.
The energy is always different in the room.
Look at Lacar said Power World's lit. So just let people know what we can expect, and we should be getting lined up with you soon. I know you got things to do on a good little Wednesday night, but I just want to get people familiar with you before we get into our normal ones.
Yeah, Jason, I was about to ask you, like, you be battling in New York or?
I battle everywhere. I've battled everywhere in the country. Battled on every league.
Where was your last battle at?
Fall River.
Nice.
Yeah, I battled on every.
But he's all over the place.
URL, King of the Dot, RBE.
Hell yeah.
And everywhere in between. So definitely traveling about doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? I got over 100 battles.
I was just about to say, what is your battle track at now? Like you
I don't know. Probably like 100. It says 15, maybe.
Oh, damn. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if they got you doing you wrong. Like
I know Dre Dennis got the most. Dre Dennis got the most. So.
Oh, for real? I'm gonna go to Verse Tracker real quick.
Got 232.
At least they got your city right this time. They gotta stop playing with your name, man. They gotta put some respect on your name, man. Nah, you know what it is. Like when I go anywhere and I say, like, if I say I'm from Medford, they're like, Boston. They don't care.
Yeah. Especially if you go out of state, it's too. I just let them rock with it because it's too tedious.
Massachusetts is Boston. Like you talk about Massachusetts, they're like, oh yeah, Boston. Like, no.
So for those who don't know my man's body of work, I mean, as you can see here,
107. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
That's
tap
about
in.
right. 107.
Tap in.
Yeah.
averaging 28,000 views.
3 million all around. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's looking nice. You know
I'm
what
just
I mean?
saying that looked nice. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing to me that how many people don't realize how traveled and journeyed you are in this process. You know what I mean? Because like they catch up to the party at home, they catch up to the party late. It seems like outside of here, like people know you go places. I've been places with you. We go to Providence, and people know.
Yeah. People know. I think Massachusetts, because battling here is still a niche thing still. You know what I'm saying? So you got me, like the top three is the Trinity is me, Chilla, and 40. Me, Chilla Jones, and 40 balls. So we're probably the three Trinity top three that got the most views, been the most places, did the most things in battle rap. So once more people get into the swing of it, you know what I'm saying, then they definitely it will be looked at.
Yeah, like Biggie used to battle rap way back in the day before he was even making music type shit.
Yeah. Battle rap's always been around. Now it's just more of a sanction thing. It's more of a organizer. We have it in the like. It's like somebody took niggas who was fighting in the street and then decided, hey, box. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. So now it's like because battling always been a thing. I've been like I got 107 sanctioned battles, but I've been battling since I was a kid. Like because rapping, just being at a
and
party,
like Jadakiss too. Jadakiss used to battle rap too. No,
mad people battle rap.
Yeah, most of them.
Mostly how I mean, back in that era, the era I'm from, 35 and up. If battle rap went like, if you was nice, if you was a rapper and you said you was nice, you had to battle. You couldn't just be like, yo, like now kids be like, yo, I'm dope, I'm ill, and they don't like.
Yeah, like I remember like no, like you gotta actually check you out. You gotta actually fucking like put your skills to the test. You gotta fucking put your shit on display. Like put your shit on fucking point.
Nah, I remember battling 3, 4, 5 niggas before to get in the studio.
Damn.
Like you
just
know what I'm
to
saying?
Get the 16 off. Damn.
That was just regular though. That was regular because
just to get your shit out there.
You had to be who you said you was. Or sitting in the crib when I was young nigga sitting in the crib. My man
nowadays you can put your shit online. You couldn't do that shit back then.
Yeah, hell, there was no online. When I was doing it, you had CDs go hand in hand. But I was just sitting in the crib. My man called me, yo, we got such and such from the other side of the city. He said he nice. I told him you was that dude. I gotta get up, ride my bike to wherever the battle's at. And battle in the street. So battle rap's always been,
man. I miss riding the bicycle, bro.
Yeah.
I got cars now.
Jump on the 10 speed and get to it. That was when I was like 12, 13. I was a kid. But battle rap's always been a thing, but now it's more organized, it's more sanctioned, it's more you got actual leagues, everybody getting paid. Yeah, City, you know, because City, you from that era too, nigga. Just to jump right on the 10 speed or jump on my man with the pegs and we jump and go right to
what you mean? It wasn't my BMX. I took somebody else's shit and made it to the battle.
Yeah, I don't know whose BMX it was.
I don't know.
We got there.
Listen. I used to steal bikes.
Oh yeah, we used to steal bikes too. For sure, 100%. Nigga, I used to steal bikes.
I would give it back.
We used to steal bikes, bring it to my man. My man had like the bike chop shop.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We all had that. You pull into that alley,
bring it to
come out, it's a whole new bike.
Spray paint it, nigga. You send it through the little assembly line. You got a whole new bike.
My man's, I grew up near Cathedral in Boston, so it's a big Latin population over there. My man's was so nice with it. That shit would come out, and he had the stencils already cut, and he was tagging the bikes with his tag on it. So he would spray paint the bike, then already have the stencil cut and spray his name on it. So this dude had a brand of bikes in my neighborhood. Like everybody was riding around, but the problem is that the boys caught on and teased, you know what I mean? Because they was like, oh yeah, that's somebody else's bike. But the 90s, you know what I'm saying? They left us alone. We mixed and mingled.
Yeah, that's funny as shit. Like Curtis, what up? Nigga bothering me about Trick Daddy. But yeah, City, if you never stole a purple bike, you was never outside. That's a fact.
I just want to give a few shout outs real quick. Shout out to my man C's.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man She. Shout out to Lakar, who's also on the team. Been helping behind the scenes, doing a lot of production,
Yes,
helping with the sound. So I appreciate you. Shout out my man Fly Nice. I see you, bro. Thank you for supporting. And again, we're just trying to do a lot of cool things here, man. So again, if anybody wants to tap in, inbox me at Xcel. We're happy to bring people on. This is kind of like our coronation, if you will, of us coming into this space together.
We shooting the shit today. It's not really too topic heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Just shoot
literally in shoot the shit mode. So if you want to shoot the shit with us, come on. We're gonna get into some heavier stuff though. We do have some stuff that we talked about ahead of time just to shake it up a little bit. So we're gonna shake the room in a little bit. Hey, Nick, you got anything else for us before I get into like the rest of this with him? I don't want to hold you up all night, whatever.
So basically, I got one guess, maybe two. I gotta talk to my sister. Her girlfriend is really into The Last of Us, and her friend too, and my friend Alejandro. So I'm guessing like optimistically, three guests for the podcast. Nice. But I'm thinking maybe 3 or 2 next week, maybe, or I'm thinking this week. I'm trying to like get something going, but we'll see.
We'll see. For sure. You know, with the thing over here at the Multiverses, we're not putting anybody in a rush. A lot of people are learning along the way, building along the way. So we're just trying to build this out together. That's why it actually took us a little time. Nah. Of course.
You good, bro.
So, I want to get it. I want to get it done. So
so be on the lookout for my man Missile. What are you calling it again?
Missiles Arcade.
Missiles Arcade. I had like gaming with Missile. He's much better at this.
Can you redo the logo, by the way?
Of course. That's coming. All right. So
all you gotta do, the logo's fine. You just gotta fucking just put the words. That's all.
No, I got you. You know, I got you, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
But I appreciate you coming through, bro. It's a blessing, bro. We're gonna catch up soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that stream. And you know, I'm gonna be sitting there streaming with you some night. So it's gonna be a good time, man.
Yeah. I'm about to finish this. I'm about to finish the last part of this. I played this game 1,000 times, but this is the remastered, so
yeah. And if you ever get a chance, go check out my guy Missiles.
Last night and I was crying, bro. I was literally crying.
You're crazy.
This game is so emotional. This game literally is so emotional.
This is why I asked him the game, because he really gets immersed in it. So it's really good to see this. Like I like games, but I'm not in the space where I'm like in love anymore. So I needed somebody who's like still in love with the gaming world. So appreciate you doing that, brother. But we'll catch up soon.
GTA, Pokemon, Tomb Raider, Guitar Hero. Like we're gonna talk about all this shit.
Absolutely. But thank you for joining us, brother. We'll catch up soon. Be letting people know what's going to be going on, man. Look out for my man Missile. Look out for him. Yes, sir. My man said, City Tower said, if you never stole a purple bike, you wasn't outside. I really had to sit here and think, like, I def stole a purple bike.
Nah, I def stole a purple bike. I stole all kinds of bikes. We ain't even gonna lie. We're not gonna front up on
we ain't gonna front, bro. It was a different time. I don't care.
Yeah, it was a different time, bro. We was out there getting
it. You remember when it switched over and mountain bikes became the thing?
Yeah, 10 speeds.
I remember that transition. It was wild,
10
bro.
Speed, nigga. Get the good old 10 speed, bro.
You hit them hills, bro. You hit that low gear, baby.
Nigga, you was the shit when you hit that gear. Doo doo doo. Like, you know what I mean? When you hit the little joint on it, you was feeling yourself. But yeah, that time was just it's a different, like, it's funny now, like me being 38, that's not old, but I feel like I'm from a different time.
No, bro. I'm gonna say this because I just had a conversation about this recently, and it's like I feel like because we are born in the age that we were, and we kind of like grew up with the internet. Mm-hmm. For some reason, I'm 38. I'm turning 39 in April, and for some reason, I feel like I'm 60 or something. Like I feel older. I feel like that time.
Because we being born in the 80s, right? We're like the illest. Yeah, the wheelies are definitely easy on the 10 speed.
Way
That's
easy.
A fact. Hit the gear and you be off it. But we're born pre-internet analog. We was born analog.
Correct.
And we got to watch that shit, everything progress to what it is now in our lifetime. So you think about all the shit we've been through in our life, nigga. We went from floor model TVs, you know what I'm saying?
They have no idea about rabbit ears, smacking the TV.
Slapping the TV.
Remember it was like UHF. You had to screw the thing to the game into the TV.
Yeah, you had to put your game on channel 3 to play it.
That's a fact.
All that shit. We went from that. We went from fist fights and you know what I'm saying, just being outside, nigga, like just figuring shit out to cell phones and everything in your pocket and shit like that. Like I just thought I had a conversation with somebody the other day and I was like, do you realize that? Because everybody be like, why did relationships last longer? It's because a lot of things, but one of them is they actually missed each other. Like when your dad went to work, he didn't talk to your moms for 8 hours.
Yeah, you wasn't on the ship sharing locations and GPS tracking your freaking other half like they're a freaking whale you tagged. Like, it's crazy.
Talk for 8 hours, nigga. He ain't talk to you. And if he worked a 12-hour shift, he ain't talk to her till he got to the crib.
Hey, chat, let me ask you a question. Do y'all really think this is like a socially normal thing for like this generational thing that's going on right now where people share locations and track each other in their relationships all day? By all means, drop some comments on that because I just had a talk with some of my young people about that. And I don't know if I'm old or archaic or not understanding or they're not understanding healthy boundaries. I would love your opinion on it.
Yeah. Like, dog, I think it's it's not normal.
I don't either.
It's too hyper, it's like hyper fixated. Like you're like that person's in your pocket. Like, I remember times where you didn't talk to a motherfucker all day. Now somebody don't respond to you in 5 minutes. You don't fuck with me.
But listen, we came from the era where you didn't even talk to the person. You would get a page with a code.
Bro, you didn't, yeah. Or you just didn't talk to the person till you saw them.
And that's it.
Or, nigga, I'm outside, you outside. I don't talk to you till I get back in the house. So we might not talk to each other till 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Correct.
Even when we first got cell phones, it was don't call me till after 9 because that's when it's free.
That's a fact. When I got my free minutes, man, if these kids had to deal with free minutes, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
I ran that bill up a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
Like now we live in a world where if somebody don't answer your text in 5 minutes, so you text them, it's a problem, and that's kind of crazy because it's like, dog, people got to live their life. Now you live with somebody in your motherfucking pocket.
Or just because I seen your message doesn't mean I'm in a position to answer it at the moment that I saw it.
Yeah. Dog, it's entitlement.
It's crazy. It's rampant.
It's entitlement, bro. Like, I don't have to answer you if I don't
at all.
Like talking to you.
At all.
It's real rap. Like I do. Like I am not. No human is required to answer anybody that they don't feel like talking to.
Yo, that's because we're in this on-demand generation. Like they think everything's the click of a like a button or something. It's like, bro, I'm not your back and call.
They kick it on some like. They kick it on some. I need your attention type shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's never like to the point where it's like, dog, people gotta live life to a certain degree, right? So
correct.
But it's with everything. Instant gratification is something that ruins everything, right? That we deal with, right? Because motherfuckers think that even me, like I go to the gym, I work out, everybody knows I work out. And everybody, you know what I'm saying, whatever comments on my physique or whatever, but I didn't get like that like the first 2 weeks, nigga.
Correct.
Like it was a year or
compound interest
every day, like, you know what I'm saying? And with this instant gratification era, like that's why a lot of relationships are built on that too. Like you talk to a motherfucker for 2 weeks and you be in love and shit like that. And
oh yeah, that puppy phase, that's real to a lot of people.
You're with a motherfucker for 3 years and you don't even know why you with that motherfucker. Well, I don't even know why I like you, nigga. We don't really do nothing for each other. We're with each other for comfortability.
Yeah, like, yo, you know how many people toxic together just because they have a fear of being alone? Like they don't know how to be amongst themselves. They don't know how to be in silence. Bro. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm not judging. I made my fair share of mistakes, but I went through that process to like be okay with being with me.
Yeah, bro. Like you got to think like there's people, there's people that literally are together because of comfortability. I've been with you this many years, I think, or whatever the case may be. Like I've been with you this many years, so it's just like fuck it now. You might as well stay together.
We just stuck.
You know,
Yep, that's crazy.
don't make no
And it's funny
sense.
because I've been with my wife 12 years now. We've been married 5, and every year I ask her. Like I like to do like a, like I don't understand how people go to work.
I know what you
like
do the check-in. We
go
good?
do a review. Yeah, I'm like, yo, we
good?
good. Like I know it could seem nothing. Everything can seem fine, but you still got to talk to people to make sure it is fine. Because some people are just their coping mechanisms are off, and like people that know me and my wife, we're completely opposite. So I definitely have to be the one like, we good.
Yeah, like did I fuck some shit up? Because as a man, you're gonna fuck some shit up. You're gonna do some shit that you ain't supposed to do. That's just part of it, bro. That's part of being a man. Like we gonna do some shit that we not supposed to do.
Shit, you just remind me. I got to put them trash bins down tonight.
See,
let me not fuck that up.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Don't fuck it up. Like I be the same way. Like damn, just walking through life. Period. Like nigga, I gotta live.
So let me ask you a question because I noticed this earlier too, and especially because you're in your personal fitness space. And like, let me give you an example. Like I'm the type of person, right? Like I know when I'm out of shape. But my answer to being out of shape is never a shortcut. Yeah. It's just go work out. Right? So I've been noticing that. Did you see recently that they turned a drug that was supposed to be for diabetics? They realized it had another effect of helping people lose weight. I'm trying to understand how people.
Those Ozempics. Yeah, that shit's not good. Like
they're gonna kill you, bro.
They're gonna kill you. I heard it's giving people bad diarrhea, all type of shit that is doing. Listen, man, there's no shortcut to success when you want to get fit. Like you look crazy. Like a lot of these people look crazy. Like I seen Busta Rhymes. He looked crazy, bro. Like he was just fat 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And any drop off of weight like that in 2 months is crazy. You got motherfucking 50, like you got 50 Cent. I just seen him. He looks crazy.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it up right now.
Pull it up.
I'm pulling it up. I could not believe it. And even on this website, I don't be co-signing these websites. Just let me pull this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me get to the picture. There we go. Because I don't know this website. But it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy when folks are willing to put whatever in their body, especially after the last few years we just had. So hold on, let me this is like I don't know if you have not seen this picture of 50 Cent recently, you're going to be blown away. It does not even look good. And then you know what's crazy? When you lose that weight wrong, you ever notice people got that big ass head?
Yeah, your head's still bigger than the rest of your body because you didn't do it right.
And this is coming from I have a ginormous head. Sometimes I pay my barber double, son.
Nigga,
so
I got the cranium, nigga, but you dog. It's just like, yo,
look at this shit.
It don't look good, man.
How is that okay? Let me zoom in a little bit for y'all because that is crazy. How is that a thing?
It don't look
good. Who is that? That's 25 Cent.
He was brolic.
Damn, where the hell it go? This is 50.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell this is.
Yeah, he's normal.
This is something else. Hold on, let me zoom back out so you can see that.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
It's sickening. And then like I'm actually not gonna lie, I'm actually shocked at 50.
Yeah, I think that I don't even like everybody taking them shits. That shit's not good, yo. Like this supplement.
It aged them, Lacar.
Yeah, there's supplements you could take that help you burn fat and shit like that. With working out and shit like that. There's shit you could take.
Bro, you can drink lemon juice, lime juice, all those bitters and acidics.
All type of shit you could do. But I think that, everybody wants a shortcut to some shit without doing the work, bro. It's like, just go work out. I tell people all the time, any movement is better than not moving.
Correct. My man, the one that works out with Jada Kiss, what's his name? You know his name. The pull-up god.
Giant.
Yeah. He says movement is medicine. That's his whole slogan. So let me ask you this, because when I noticed that with 50, I noticed 50 took people's criticism of his body weight very hard during the Super Bowl performance when he was. I mean, obviously, if you're a little big and then you're hanging upside down, you're gonna look bigger. Your blood is rushing in a different way. But I did notice that he took that kind of hard. Do you think that had any implications on him making that decision? Did we just see 50 succumb to public pressure or his perception of himself through the public?
I think that he's always been weight conscious, right? So, like, when he got because he was, if you look before he got shot, he was a hefty guy, and he came back, he had the muscles and shit like that. I think that he always been weight conscious. He always been, conscious of himself. I feel like he knows he got bigger since, he got more money. He's old, he's getting older. He, he probably ain't got time to be in the gym like he was. And he slimmed up for the tour. And I feel like maybe he might have been doing roids too and got off, because that might be because a lot of rappers too, they do that. A lot of celebrities be on roids and shit because they're not competing for nothing, so they never get tested. So, like, you know what I'm saying? You see a motherfucker buff at 50 years old, just super, like The Rock, like niggas be on roids, man. That's roids, nigga. Like this.
It's very interesting to me, the psyche of folks that are just willing to shoot themselves with stuff with like no proven study or anything. Like, it's very interesting.
The Rock, I think like guys like The Rock who come from athletic backgrounds, I'm not making excuses for them doing roids, but I think like that. I think he's used to it. He comes from wrestling, so I think
yeah. We just talked about that on the last episode.
He's used to the fucking that, and I mean, I know because I be in bodybuilder circles. I know a couple There's a way to do it that doesn't make it crazy. Like, you're not supposed to do it all year. Like, you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to be on cycles, right?
Yeah, cycle. Couple months out the year, then you stop. Couple months out. But at the end of the day, bro, like, it's not good for your body because you're putting yourself in a position where your height, you're souping everything up and you're filling up your muscles with, like, the reason why people look crazy as fuck when they get off steroids is because their muscles are filled up with water. It's not actual muscle. So it's like water. So you look good, but you can't lift nothing.
Now, let me say something outlandish. The only time I advocated for roids is when it was in baseball. I didn't give a shit. Hit them goddamn home runs.
Fucking right. Fucking right. Everybody, me too.
Niggas mad at Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds. That shit was some fire.
Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and Roger Clemens. Everybody was, listen. Everybody was on roids. So it was an even playing field.
I was mad when they took it out. I'm like, nah, put that shit back in.
Baseball. Roids don't help your hand-eye coordination. It just makes you strong as fuck. So you still got to hit 100-mile-an-hour fastball, nigga.
Correct.
You still got to hit that motherfucker. Like, and I don't know if anybody in this chat played baseball and seen 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but that
not
shit
100,
is,
but
nigga, that's 80.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I've seen a 75, and that shit already was just like,
nigga, as soon as you blink, that shit's at your face, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. So your timing is like down to the millisecond.
You gotta be fucking A1. Like, so at the end of the day, I think that, baseball, I advocated for it and it wasn't like, it's not physical contact, right? So nobody's hitting nobody.
Bingo. So like when people were getting on A-Rod now, it's like,
Now when it's physical contact, like boxing or wrestling or something where people are hitting each other and can do brain damage to each other, then
football.
Yeah, roids gotta go.
When do you think the roid scandal is gonna come out about the NBA?
I don't know. It could though.
Because
I'm not gonna say niggas is on roids in the NBA. Cause it helps, but I think, I don't know. It could.
I don't know either.
Niggas on supplements, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think they have a different testing thing.
Well, it was funny because I was watching something the other day, and he was like, when they were talking about being in the bubble, and like they had to make they didn't change the rule book, but they made a general decision like, we can't test these dudes for weed, man. Like, we got them trapped up in a camp for like,
I don't know why they do that anyway.
I don't know why either. Let it go.
I stopped smoking and all that, but like weed helps a lot of them deal with pain.
Shit, pray for me.
Then
I'm trying.
If you don't have weed, right? and you in pain, you're gonna get pills.
Pills and shots. Yep.
And the pills kill you. So a
Yep.
lot of them smoke weed to deal with the pain. Like I've talked to mad athletes. You could find any athletes. They'll tell you. Even when we talk about wrestling, even when Bret the Hitman Hart said he went online and said he don't know why Vince stopped him from smoking weed, because as soon as he stopped him from smoking weed, all of them niggas started doing pills, and that's how they all started dying early. Because the pills fuck you up worse than the weed ever will. Like, let them
Correct.
niggas smoke their weed for the pain and do what they got to do, man. Because at the end of the day, it helps.
Absolutely.
So it's
Since
like,
we in the wrestling bag right now,
uh-huh.
big news just came out. You want to tell them about some of that big news just came out with The Rock?
Money. The Rock.
Big bags.
Pretty much, he signed a contract to ownership of his wrestling name, which, and if you know anything about wrestling in the WWE, you don't get that. Nobody gets that. Hulk Hogan don't even own Hulk Hogan. You understand
Correct.
what I'm saying? Nobody gets that. Stone Cold Steve Austin don't own Stone Cold. He can't be He can't be Stone Cold nowhere else. He can be any variation. He could be Steve Austin. He could be Steve. He can't be Stone Cold Steve Austin nowhere else but the WWE. So The Rock owns his name, which is pretty fire. And he's on the board of TKO, the company that owns the UFC and the WWE. So he's pretty much an owner of WWE now, which is fire.
Shares to the TKO group surged more than 22% before the market opened, just based on the speculation of him joining. So that's pretty incredible.
About this. Him and Triple H now run WWE.
Correct. And it's, in some degrees, in some of the circles we've been talking about, it's almost back to the era, or a vibe of an era that we all missed.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you got somebody that used to be one of the guys in any facet, like that step into the office side, it's gonna be different. It would be like if LeBron became the commissioner of the NBA.
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Everything would change.
I'm wondering. Well, since we're going into that bag, have you been watching Bronny at all?
Nah, but I've seen highlights and shit, but I don't know.
What's your eye test on him?
He's going to the league. I think it's too. It's not enough sample size yet. I haven't seen enough. I think he can play. He can hoop.
But he's undersized.
Yeah, it's his brother. I keep telling everybody.
It's his little brother.
Bryce. It's Bryce. Bryce is the one. Bronny is dope. Don't get it fucked up. I'm not. And I think with Bronny, with his heart thing, I think he's still kind of leery to hoop. You feel me?
Correct. So, well, since we're in the sports bag, let me bring on another member of our team, Galen, to the table, who will be starting up his sports show back up again.
Right.
We're happy to bring him to the table because he can definitely give us some of his thoughts on this topic as well. Galen, welcome to the show.
What's going on? What's going on, Lonelle?
Man, you know the grind. Another day, another grind. I'm charged up like this sign behind me right now.
Yes,
so
sir.
we were just talking real quick because you're going to be coming back with your sports podcast. But we transitioned into talking about The Rock. So I would love to hear your thoughts on that big move with The Rock and TKO. What do you think about that move? And then we'll talk about Bronny James real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it should be interesting, right? I mean, The Rock is just The Rock. Like, I was just listening to you guys talk a little bit about him, and obviously, leading up to now. I mean, The Rock, started way back when. Now it seems like WWE/WWF, depending on how far back you go, to obviously making that transition away from sports entertainment into full-blown like Hollywood, clearly at its best, right? Worked his way up, and deservingly so. Now is pretty much running that whole ordeal, out there. And it's just like, like we saw for all the years that he did. I mean, here in the WWE, certainly now with Hollywood and pretty much all of his endeavors that he continues to chase and take on. I mean, when has The Rock never had his hand and put his touch on said industry and
Correct.
not had it instantly just turn to gold, you know?
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
for sure.
feel like, you know, with this latest project, you know, and massive collaboration, it definitely bears watching. And I feel like, you know, it's just gonna reek of more greatness, you know, no offense, but
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
I just think, you know, it doesn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise anyone. And I think we're definitely in for, you know, a nice little ride with this
Hey,
latest
Galen, I
project.
just want to make sure so we can piss Sean off together. We got to do this together, okay? Because you were
Sure,
there.
absolutely.
I told that motherfucker The Rock was coming back.
Right, you did.
And then I just
That,
watched an interview. So let's
that,
speculate on this a little bit. In my job, I've been out of the loop a long time. I don't know shit. But I said, hey, I can see how this works. You know what I'm saying? We can see.
right.
So I told him The Rock was coming back.
Hmm.
And then I just watched an interview that he had on the show with Stephen A. And I said, maybe they'll bring him back for WrestleMania. Your boy was like, nah. Sean was like, nah. Well,
Right,
it sounds like he might be coming back for WrestleMania. If he does,
100%.
how do you see that playing a role with him in WrestleMania?
I mean, again,
Only
the
one
the
thing he
Rock.
could
I mean,
do.
the Rock is pretty much a walk-in day-to-day WrestleMania. Like
Yeah,
you know,
and
he's
it's only one
he's
thing he
just
could
got
do,
that
really.
instant impact. I mean, fans
Right.
back when to the current time to even dare I say future, and for as long as he's willing to come back around and stay on. I don't know if it's bored or if he doesn't really have much going on from a schedule standpoint. I mean, the fans will enjoy the ride, you know, whether it's here all the way up until Mania, maybe a little bit beyond. I mean, because we've seen them have like about 5-6 months stints or whatever,
Yeah.
usually when they do kind of bring them back into the fold from an extended standpoint. I think it's huge. I mean, Mania is always big, you know, and this year would be no different. But certainly, I mean, you got just household names like. I mean, they've been saying it for forever now. The greatest of all time, you know. They're anointing currently as we speak. Talent Roman Reigns, my tribal chief. A lot of people's tribal chiefs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you
So
gotta
I mean,
acknowledge
you
that.
know, you got Roman doing his thing, main event. He's always like a box ticket sort of draw. He always elevates, you know, the other opponent as well, and it's just you know, great making for great TV, you know. And then now rumor has it, and it seems like the arrows are clearly pointing in that direction. Now you add The Rock
It's
potentially be
crazy.
opposite of the tribal chief. I mean, The Rock, you know, you just said you saw that interview with Stephen A. I mean, and he's not lying. This very well could very much go down as the biggest and greatest
The
WrestleMania
biggest
ever.
ever.
When you have two ginormous, iconic figures, you know, one more the present time and one you're bringing back into the present, but from all the way back to like the Attitude Era and stuff like that, you know, well
Yeah.
before, you know, the WWE and what we got before us today. And it's just like, you're running it back, and they're also related. That their blood. I mean, there's just
It's
so
so
much
crazy.
here
There's so
to
many layers there.
yeah, there's just so
And
much
his
here just
daughter
to
is
kind of like
running
hit your
NXT.
wagon to.
Wait,
You know what
what'd
I
you
mean?
say? Hold on. What did XL just say?
His daughter Ava, they got
Yeah.
her as the general manager now at NXT with Steven Regal.
Yo, they are killing it.
All right.
And then,
So it's just like
wait,
they
there's
can't
more.
they can't mess this up. They can't mess this up even if they tried. You know what I mean? I just feel like this is just greatness upon greatness in so many different layers, like you were saying.
But Galen, let's add this in. XL, I want to start with you. How did this make you feel?
Well, let me see.
What is going?
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
I like that. I
Crazy.
mean, we're gonna listen, man. Here's the thing, bro. If we're gonna play with big money, we gotta go where everybody's at. There's more people on Netflix than, you know what I'm saying, TV right now.
I mean that's the key mention right there, yo. Freaking money.
So
You talking
here's
about
the thing.
you're not talking about millions now. That's like play money. You're talking about billion status, and let's up the ante a little bit more. $5 billion.
Yeah.
Count them. 1, 2, 3, 5 billion.
5 of them things.
Wow.
And on top of that, like
5 of
Does
them.
money talk or what?
yeah, and on top of that, they paid that, right? So if Netflix is willing to pay that, right, they
Right.
know they're about to make that back.
Mm.
Oh, easy.
Because
easy.
you gotta
easy. Their
think.
subscribers.
Yeah, but you also that's what I'm saying. Because wrestling, and not only wrestling, WWE is already a built-in fan base. It's built in. So anybody, like, I'm sure they looked at the metrics. I'm sure they looked at what being on Peacock did for WWE. Because
Yes.
nigga, them holding all the premium live events. That even if you don't watch Peacock every day, that nobody misses them pay-per-views because they be packed. And everybody talks about them every year. You know what I'm saying? So they jumped in, and that's a good way to jump in. Netflix, if they want to jump into, because I'm sure Netflix wants to get into shit like streaming basketball games and the Super Bowl and this and that. So
but now that we see this,
and it's funny though.
Let me get your thoughts on this though, because now that we see this, right?
Yeah.
It's this between that and when I saw the NFL making that move, I said, all right, I'll know TV's dead when wrestling makes that move.
Right.
Is TV dead now? Is this the time of death? Like, can we call it?
I mean, it seems like if it isn't, which we clearly can't just go there just yet, because until cable officially, one day does go belly up and basically die is what we're talking about. I mean, yeah, they're gonna be hanging on by a thread, but it seems like that day's not here just yet. But it certainly seems like we can look forward to that day coming. I mean, it seems like it seems like technology is taking us there, faster and faster. Before you know it, it's gonna be entirely streaming. This is exactly where we've been going, and with deals like this now, with joining such forces with the WWE. I mean, you gotta think that the days of like cable and like old traditional sort of watching consumption, of video and all that stuff, their days are numbered. It's a matter of when, not if.
This next one I'm going to share came out before both of those, and it was kind of the head on the pike for me that let me know, we're heading in that direction. When Showtime announced that they were shutting down in 2023, Showtime Sports, I said, it's over. It's over. Yeah. The Zone is taking on all the big fights.
Yeah.
You're on an app. It's app-based. But here's my question for you. Does this price out the average viewer? If we spread it out too thin and I got to join A, B, C, D, E, F, G on different apps to enjoy the fullness of an experience that I had on a cable platform, I'm not only probably paying more at a higher premium. Is this robbing some of the fans, some of their capability? Is this a barrier to access? I guess I would say is my first question. Let me start with Galen real quick.
So it's funny that you're going down this road, because this is why I wasn't really too sure what to think and make about the WWE with this massive merge and partnership with Netflix, right? I mean, number one, I mean, I can't say that I'm in this mix, because obviously we're all young enough where we can kind of see and understand both sides. But I have Netflix. I have several different platforms, just like I'm sure the both of you. But there are the older generation. There are maybe even, dare I say, people our age that are just not really into the whole tech savvy sort of coming and going, whether it's streaming or just pure devices, cell phone, computer, whatever. There are always those type of people in just about every age bracket. But certainly I feel like it does play to like the older generation, like elderly and stuff like that. I feel like it may kind of like just bring it to, all right, well, the ultimate take it or leave it, figure it out, or else I guess you get left behind. I kind of feel bad, from that sense. But, again, we're not really talking about that big of a cut, the slice of the pie when you're looking at it. There's a lot more younger folks that, came up in this, understand it, made that transition, and will continue to make that transition. So it will still be all right. It, might, at worst, probably, cause for a little bit of a slight sort of like speed bump, along the way, whatever. But before you know it, like I was just saying about a minute ago, this is and has been for a little while now become the new norm. We're seeing more networks, stand alone by themselves, link up forces with this one here, link up forces with that one there. You got
Right.
even your Apple user and subscribers with Apple TV. You got shows, you got movies that, and even sports programs, these broadcasts or whatever, exclusively, geared towards Apple. Now, that's not one that I've chose to kind of go down the road yet. I don't have an Apple TV, but I'm fine. If it's really that serious, I'll turn on Sports Center and I'll watch the highlights or whatever. Not that serious. No big deal.
All I'm going to say is, whichever one of y'all Negroes can afford all of them shits, invite me over. That's all I'm saying. Just invite me over.
Well, I mean,
I'm not paying for all them shits.
But what's funny though, Lonelle? I mean, I don't even think you really need to have all of them. But I will say, the average person, it's probably in your best interest to have at least half of these, if not the majority. And then let's just say we had that one insane friend, like, oh yeah, I got Apple, I got this one, I got that one, and they're all over the map for the better, right? They have no problem hosting people like the three of us, right now. Correct. On tonight. Then you know what? I mean, what's going to end up happening? Okay, there's $10 here, $12, 15, $18, whatever. Before you know it, guess what? We're right back to where we've been starting and dealing with for the last 40 plus years. Cable has gotten to a point of no return. And that's why you have everybody that has cable and they monopolize the market, you know what I mean? The whole industry. So like, who doesn't have cable? I mean, it should be the question. Everyone does, right? But it's just like, that's why I feel like people are dropping down from these like triple plays, going with internet, because now they're taking on at their own free will these streaming platforms. But if you already got like almost like scratching the surface of just about a $300 cable bill or high 200s, I feel like a lot of us fall in that realm. Then if you go entirely streaming and end up having that insane friend that picks and it insists on grabbing all of them or as many of them that they can comfortably take on, you're pretty much looking at the 225, 250 plus range anyway. Yeah. You're going to be right back to where we have been, like it or not, for years now. So I don't, as long as they don't supersede that, I feel like people now can build their own sort of like video streaming for the better. Yep, I like this. I could do without that or whatever. And then at that point, you signed up to pay that bill or whatever. And you're a willing participant.
I think the reason why that price point, even if we got back to the same point, that's a bigger incentive for a user, is because I get to choose what I want to watch when I want to watch it.
Right, exactly.
Unless it's like a sports event that's live, WrestleMania, something like that. If I don't want to watch this scheduled program, I can pick what I want to watch now. So I think that's kind of cool. I know they tried to go that way with on demand, but it didn't really work out like that. But again, like, if you hear this articulate brother, this brother is absolutely a beast. I do want to give you like a couple of minutes to talk about the sports show that you're going to be coming out with. Again, we're here just to highlight, shoot the shit with all our people. So if you're tapped in right now, you can tap in with us. But I'm going to let my man Gayless shoot the shit and get you up to speed on what's going on with his sports show and when we can expect some stuff to be popping off. He's already had it for a long time. We were happy to get engaged and reignite some of the fire back in him and Sean, because these guys are super talented. I've known them for over 10 years, all the way back to Lit Radio days to now. And I'm just happy to see that you're back in your space, because you're so well versed on so many topics, especially when it comes down to what you're going to be doing. So please, by all means, the floor is yours.
I appreciate it, man. No, so, anyone that's seen and talk with me, seeing us at different, like you said, points, doing our thing or whatever on different platforms. Yeah, I mean, I'm the sports guy. That's what I love, basically eat, sleep, drink it, love my fantasy, huge into my fantasy. It's not just football neither, believe it or not. Probably just as big because it's on a nightly fashion, whatever, and it's almost that time of year again. But I'm very well diverse and deeply embedded into fantasy baseball, which by default, when baseball does stop playing, it takes us right into football. So for me, I'm playing like fantasy almost all year
all
long.
around.
Like I love it. Never
that's
a
what I
dull
mean.
moment. Never a dull
He's
moment.
a sports guy because
there's always something going on. There's
I
always something going on.
fall off during baseball.
Right.
I played baseball. I used to love it, but like I can't do the draft for baseball. It's a lot.
Yeah. No, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely for a special type of person. And I guess I fall in that sort of circle. But other than that, I mean, yeah, we're just gonna try and maintain the sports world as best as possible. I mean, I'm not like a professional and I'm not that far off the grid where it's just like, you know, I could talk seamlessly national, whatever, day in and day out, whatever. I like to pick apart, you know, what's the most, you know, rumored and most interest and kind of lobby, you know, topics out there at that current time in the sports world. But when it comes to obviously like fantasy, just by default, you know, I can talk other cities, other teams, other players to go along with what's right in our backyard here between the Red Sox, Celtics, Patriots, etc.
Basically,
Bruins, big shout out to the Bruins. Who knows? Hopefully they have better luck than they did last year. But yep, we can talk a little bit of hockey as well. But yeah, I mean, in sports, just like weather, just like politics, there's always something going on. So we're gonna try and keep it entertaining, very interesting. Give you guys different looks. You know, we don't want that stale sort of content. You know, my guest, I mean, not my guest, but my fellow colleague, that, you know, again, we have an extensive sort of, you know, partnership. You know, he's always there. You know, if I have any questions, guidance, all that stuff. Used to work actually in the industry, you know, for an old radio station that is no more, but got plenty of experience in the field. So I'm very excited to join forces with him, you know, kind of pick his brain, fly under his wing and stuff. And I think between the two of us, you know, we're going to complement each other very well. And like I said, just put our best foot forward. You know, we just want to fit in, do our part with the multiverse. You know, and that's what we're doing. Sports. I mean, maybe music. You know, a little bit of everything, right? So we just want to fall in line and do our part, along with you know, just all of you, you know, giving you guys something to look forward to, that's being literally built from the ground on up. And we got, you know, definitely some great people in place, a lot of great minds on board. And what better just to kind of start it up right here in our own backyard, you know, and just like, oh, like these dudes, like they're some of the best, you know, with their competitors that might be coming from different parts of the country, whatever, you know, different states, whatever. Like, you know what? Hey, watch out, because, you know, I feel like we got something here. We got some great minds, some good talent, and it's all going to be starting right here from home. New Bedford area and Larnell. You know, just I look forward to it, and again, it definitely be picking your brains and going under your tutelage. So there's just a lot to be excited about, and hopefully in terms of the content and everything, it won't be too much longer. You know what I mean? Things are starting to settle down on my end, and we're trying to hit the ground running, literally as fast as possible. So definitely be on lookout real soon.
We talked about it, like, yo, so thank you again for coming through, man. We appreciate you so much, man. And I can't wait. Like, we're building this thing out. You know, we already, like, when we went into this plan, just to understand, like, I'm very, like, I like to talk about this kind of stuff. And like, we understood the first conversation was about the long-term aspect of this. We weren't asking anybody that's at the table right now to think, to be short-sighted in this process, because the long term, which we'll talk about towards the end of the show, is what we're trying to build for the community, especially starting here in Massachusetts. So again, I want to thank you so much for just being a part of its inception. And this gentleman says he's not a professional, but that was the most articulate fucking wonderful breakdown without a stammer or a stutter or nothing. He just went on a whole full monologue and gave it to y'all. Super fire. So be looking out for my man Galen and the team, man. I appreciate you. We'll
Learn
tap
from the
back in
best.
with you soon, brother.
Absolutely. Hey, one thing that you did say about the whole streaming, at the very least, right? If it brings us back to cable-less type pricing, I will say this very confidently. I don't know if you own this platform, but I'm a YouTube TV subscriber. And
people have been telling me this.
Bro, YouTube TV, it's a beast. There's other good ones too. I know Apple TV be doing its thing and stuff like that. But there's a couple of them along with like the Peacocks and Netflix of the world and all that stuff or whatever. But I will say, at least once upon a time with cable had everybody by the and we had to pay those ridiculous BS high prices. You know what I mean? I know we could price way, but I'm trying to keep it rein it in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Price is gonna be for the people.
I'm not judging anybody, but I'm trying to at least be somewhat like cognitive and respectful. But
when we create our DSP, it's going to be for the people.
yeah, no, I got you.
I'm not trying to mess up
but I will say this, like, at least when we do go down this road pretty much entirely right and the funds start adding up because we're taking on like as much as they're throwing at us, at least with like the YouTubes of the world, you talk about like you can watch it like at any time. Literally YouTube, you can do that. With cable, with the DVR box, they like cap you at 100 hours of DVR, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but me as a YouTube TV subscriber, I can literally get my on demand. I can get my DVR on unlimitedly. So as long as I can literally just queue it up, not be blocked, not be cut off or whatever, I'll give you $200+. I may even give you $250 because you know what? I got all these different platforms. I'm queuing up movies, sports, shows, news, or whatever. And ready for this one? All you got to do is just download on the app, put it on your phone. You got an iPad or whatever. The price kind of like it makes sense. It does make sense. I will give you cable-S money. Just don't limit me at all. I don't want to fucking hear it. I want to queue it up. I want to watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it, wherever I am. And that's once upon a time when you were doing cable and stuff like that and coming home and watching your TV at home. That's when it was. It was at home. How are you going to spend $250 when maybe you've been gone all day and only like watching TV for about an hour?
Good point.
But I will pay that money if I can bring my stuff on the go and I can record everything and anything and not be shut off. So you know what? At the end of the day, it may get back to cable money, but it would be far worth it. That's my point. Sense. That's my recommendation. Don't hate the game. Just respect it and appreciate it. But that's going to be the new norm. Streaming. Watch out. WWE, Netflix. There's going to be a hell of a lot more to follow. You watch. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you again, Galen, for popping in with us, man. I mean, look at him. Look at this fucking guy. Thank you, brother.
Definitely, it was a good time joining you guys, and keep on, tearing it up, and I'll be listening, and just good luck the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. So while my man was talking about YouTube TV and all that good stuff, before we get into the next part of our wildness, I just want to remind everybody that we do have our YouTube channel up. We're slowly building that bad boy out. So if you want to head over to our YouTube channel, Multiverse Podcast Network, you can tap in with us. Let me pull it up on the page real quick. Well, actually, I don't know what's going on, but we're killing the short game right now. So, but let me pull it up on the screen just so you can check it out. We have a lot of different shows coming. It's going to be offered on the Multiverse Podcast Network. And again, I want to thank Xcel for being a big part of the inception of this whole thing and helping manage team dynamics, all of that good stuff as we're trying to build this thing out, because I can be a pain in the ass if you know me. So, so thank you for having another yin to the yang over here, yang to the yin, however you want to do it.
Yeah,
but tap in with us.
Bad cop, all that good shit, man. Tap in with
Tapping with us. We got some good content up there. As you can see, our wrestling podcast is the first one that got out the gate and has already been on the way. I'm actually uploading his 4th episode, which will be out tomorrow. So go check out my man, Sean Themis, or Sean Puff, if you will, for the show, on Smart Spot Monkeys and Super Kicks. I can't do that long ass thing he does, but like, yeah, check us out. We need some subscribers. We can definitely use some subscribers to help us access some of our other abilities. We're up to 34, but we did pretty good for something that we just set up a little while ago. Again, building it slow and steady. We know, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So we appreciate everybody who's tuned in. Please like all of our content, check us out, and tap in. Now, sir, what kind of madness which way you want to go? What kind of madness you want to go with first?
Whatever, man.
We got a good 30 minutes. Let's see what we're doing with this madness.
I'm ready for all the shit, B.
All right. Y'all ready? Nobody pass out, all right? Why the fuck are we back to Trump and Biden?
You went there.
Yeah, let's go down this rabbit hole because he just beat up Nikki Haley last night in New Hampshire.
We knew he was going to beat up Nikki. Listen, there's no viable candidates on that side that's going to beat him. I'm not going to sit here and say I advocate for some, but there's nobody that's going to beat him.
I don't understand. You know what messes with my mind? I learned this from a mentor of mine when I got into business a long time ago. And I every time I go through this problem, I always hear him in my head. And he said, never underestimate 2 things: the stupidity and the greed of the next person. Well, I always remember the greed part, but I always forget the stupidity. And I can't understand how we're still listening. If you wanted to beat this guy, you had 4 years to devise a plan. I don't see a plan. Do you see a plan? Because I'm confused.
No. They thought the impeachments and shit was gonna get him done.
This boy
That's what they thought.
He's outside. He's currently being investigated right now.
Outside. My son said, "Make America Great Again." He's outside. Niggas don't understand.
Yo, he really said again.
He's outside. Like, Joe Biden is the oldest. Joe Biden is. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 1.
No, if you've never seen this movie, let me show you who Joe Biden is.
Let's keep it 1.
Joe Biden barely has a pulse, and I don't care. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of my left-leaning friends that are gonna lose their fucking minds. No, you lost your fucking mind when you fucking keep pushing a corpse. Like, you guys got to stop. There should have been something in this party by now that said we need a better viable candidate on our side, someone that can truly get. They don't even have a great orator. Like, you can't even find another just great talker.
Listen, Joe Biden is dead, bro. Joe Biden is 93 years old, bro.
This is Joe Biden. If you're old enough to remember this movie, hold on, let me find this thing.
He needs to stop. I'm tired of all of the old politicians glitching.
All
and
of them.
Mitch McConnell's glitching. Like,
bro,
you just gotta stop, bro.
If there was a time that can prove to me that we're in a simulation, it's when I'm up there watching a dementia glitch. This shit is crazy. This shit is absolutely crazy. Have you ever seen this movie, my good sir? I know you have.
Oh, Weekend at Bernie's? Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with. This is our current
exactly
president.
What you was gonna say when you said this is They charge.
Like, I don't understand, guys. We're pushing a corpse around. And then where, brother, where? I haven't seen Kamala since the Timberlands.
Me either.
What is going on? Can anybody in the chat please tell me what is going on with Kamala? What is going on? Am I in Groundhog's Day? Why do I feel like I'm watching a repeat? But here's what's concerning to me, bro. Yeah, I was up in New Hampshire recently. When I was driving up there, I said, oh, that's a new sticker. So when I got close, because I knew it was a Trump sticker. When I got close, right? Mm-hmm. So there is the Make America Great Again ones. Mm-hmm. Make America Great Again. Again,
yes.
But now I just saw these new stickers that says, Take America Back.
Yeah.
They like, yo, their energy is, we talked about this before the show, like, and when we talked about this, like, on drives up and shit, like, I know people from the block like this.
Dog, this is gangster shit. This is street people shit. Take America back. You know where they're taking it back from? Nobody knows. They know.
They know.
They ain't taking it back from niggas because we don't own it.
I'm just trying to figure out. They shot JFK for less.
They won't shoot. They're not. Yo, listen. This might be a controversial take. We don't live in the assassinate president's time anymore.
I thought so too.
Niggas ain't about that smoke, B.
It's not a controversial take.
We need that. We need them niggas. All right. If we look at every other country, like every 4 to 8 years, niggas just run in the fucking president's palace. Wherever the president's at, they just run in there and let them know, listen, nigga, we'll fuck you up. Calm down. Chill the fuck out. America, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't just let the president know, like, nigga, I'll fuck you up. Just chill. Like Donald Trump, like, you could tell he never been punched in his face before.
Yeah.
In his whole life. You could tell.
But most of them,
he's never been duffed out.
Most of them politicians up there, I feel that way.
And Joe Biden is just old. I feel bad for Joe.
I do.
Because he's old as shit. Like, he be falling asleep at the fucking press conference and shit. Like, Joe. How old is he for real? How old is he? He's like 80.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know he's I think he's in, hold on. How old is Joe Biden? 81. Dang.
See what I'm saying?
And Donald's 77.
Donald's different though.
Donald is different. That nigga is running on McDonald's and Coke.
Donald is fueled by hate and anger. So his 77 is not the same as Joe Biden's 81.
It's preserved.
Like they're 4 years apart, but his 77, like I seen Donald Trump speak for an hour and a half and not drink water.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Like what he's fueled by fucking some other shit. Vengeance. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas laughed at me. Niggas made fun of me. Niggas said I couldn't win the fucking election. Watch this shit here. You understand what I'm saying?
So here's my concern.
Joe Biden, like think about it. You wouldn't let an 81-year-old person drive by himself. Why are you letting this motherfucker run the country? You wouldn't let an 80-year-old person, my grandfather, he just turned 90. I know it's a little older than Joe Biden.
God bless him. Wow.
This is just for context. Just turned 90. We don't let that nigga go nowhere by himself.
Yes. Nigga, you want to see 91?
He always had one of the kids, one of his kids, or the grandkids with him.
Yep.
You can't go nowhere alone, nigga.
Yeah.
Joe Biden is that age. He can't go like dog. He rode a bike. See, this is the problem. My problem is not politics. When it comes, I need my president to be like a strong human. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
correct.
Human, like look like you can, you know what I'm saying? Look like you can do human shit. He rode the bike and fell. Now, him falling is not the issue. It's how he fell. He was riding the bike. Hold on. He's riding it regular. He stops and then falls. Come on, Joe. Come on.
What you mean, this shit?
Look. He's riding regular. He's coasting. He's trying. Look at legs. Come on, his legs just gave out,
bro.
Come on, big dog.
Come on, bro.
You can't be running my country with.
Dirty. They got that man out here like this.
You can't be running my country.
Yo, I can't.
Inferior leg structure like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be my president with your legs like that, dog. Yo, that's fucking crazy, dog.
Yo, that is so crazy. And then, like, listen, my people. I don't understand why society's turned into this situation where I feel like relationships want people to be like their best friends and their moms. People want their bosses to be their best friends and their moms. People want their friends to be their mom. And we want our president to be not a leader. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying that you have to be toxic or you have to be Trump style.
I just want you to be.
I gotta feel like you can lead.
I just want you to be a sound human, nigga.
That's it.
Like
just a sound human.
Like Barack Obama. Like, he wasn't the best president in my opinion, but he was he did regular people shit. He played
He
basketball.
went out there and shoot a little shot. Yep.
Hoop. Yeah, went out, hoop, hung out with his wife, went and fucking put on different color suits, drove around, did human shit. Donald Trump.
How did we get back here?
Donald Trump does human shit, whether we like it or not. He talks shit like an old man. Listen, he's an old New Yorker. I know young New Yorkers. I know a zillion people from New York. All of them talk shit. That's
Yeah,
like
correct. We talked about this.
Listen, that is like New York's export is shit talking.
Literally.
Everybody from New York talks shit. So imagine a 77-year-old rich New York motherfucker.
What did you expect?
Great cash shit. Yo, don't talk to me because your son is a crackhead, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, that's how they talk.
Hey, yo, when he said, respectfully, I don't care. Y'all can be mad at me all you want. I remember when he was running and when he got on TV and I literally said, white folks didn't get that, but there was a shitload of black folks that did get what he said when he said, bro, you've been under these Democrats. Vote for me. What do you got to lose? There was mad people I know.
Soon as he said respectfully, I was like, oh, yeah, nah.
Oh,
see?
Shit. He's outside.
He's outside. What is we doing? And he been outside.
He has. It's weird to me that he was so beloved, thrown in the hip-hop videos, the TV show, all the things. And you knew who he was. I don't know. I just don't get the cognitive dissonance behind some of this.
No,
so what my concern is,
play like my nigga. Listen, man.
You're a strategist, though. Let me get this out of you. You're a strategist, right? So let me ask you as a person who's like, because we're like that. I'm like logistics. You like strategy. We think we're very analytical, right? My concern is not whether or not Trump wins or not. My concern is actually what happens if he doesn't.
Right. Who do they pick? Because I haven't heard nobody viable, like, and I've been watching it, and I ain't heard nobody that was like, all right, I kind of fuck with that. All right, yeah, I fuck with that.
And they do the same thing to us, like every couple of years now, they'll flirt with, like, Michelle doesn't want to be out there. Michelle went through enough with the 8 years of Obama being in office. Their family went through enough. The girls are trying to just be kids. They're just trying to make TV shows, play with the Muppets on Sesame Street. I don't think it's right to try to throw them back into that.
Michelle locked in for fucking 8 years with that nigga. That 8 years was like 16 years for Obama.
Correct. You saw how much he aged?
He came in looking young as fuck. He left looking fucking 73 years old. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Michelle, I don't know. I think they should have just let Donald Trump do the 8.
This is what I said.
Looking at it, because after he do the 8, he can't do no more. He's done with it. Get him the fuck out of here.
This
he
is
can
what
never
I said.
come back. Let him do the 8. Boom. But now they got a fucking corpse in there.
And
like,
if he does win,
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't want this is gonna sound fucked up, but here's what I think. I think soon as the January 20th, 2025, when the new president comes in that office, if it ain't Joe Biden, I think by March 2025, Joe Biden's gonna die, bro. He's not. There's no fucking way, dog. He's gonna just give up. I think, like some older people, they die once they feel like their duty is done. Correct. I feel like he ran to be president because he felt like he had to do a duty because he had to beat Trump. You know what I'm saying? But once his duty's done, dog, right, he's clocking out, bro.
Well, what's crazy is I feel like he would have been better just health wise. Let's not talk politics, but just health wise. I feel like, because like you said, we know that with a 4 years or 8 years being the president, like that's a different time.
That's a different level of stress too.
So rarely he's like 91, bro.
Yeah, he's in a different level of stress. Like, I know being a man and being the leader of my family is tough. And that's me making decisions for 5 people. You know what I'm saying? He's making decisions for 300 million motherfuckers.
It's insane. It's insane.
And he can't do the job right because nobody can do the job right because being the president is a fucking outdated job. Like, when there was 300 people in the world, pick a president. Okay, bomb. 300 people in the country, pick a president. There's too many people here to have one dude just
and you can't
running
appease
everything.
everybody.
Like, so, and then the way we do it is insane. We have a popularity contest to see who the fuck the president is.
Correct.
We don't. We have geniuses. Here's somebody told me this a long time ago. We have geniuses in this country. People who are legit geniuses.
Literally.
No smart person does that job.
Correct.
It's a dumb job.
It's
a stupid job, nigga.
It is.
It's stupid as fuck.
It's an ego thing. It has to be. It has to be. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. You have money and ego, and you can get into that space. You want some influence. You want to be able to say, "I'm in that book," whatever. But the reality of it is, it's a shitty job, and there's no way.
Thomas Jefferson and them guys, they were smarter than the people around them.
Oh, clearly.
But
this ain't what we going through now. Yeah,
this ain't that. Like, I think it's the Joe Rogan joke. He said, if I brought Thomas Jefferson back right now, his first question would be, you guys didn't write any new shit?
Nothing.
No new laws? No new nothing? You just keep
You're still on my last tape.
The old shit? The fuck? I wrote that shit
true.
with a feather, nigga. Why didn't y'all change this whole shit up, nigga?
Nigga, this is what with the quill, bro. You ain't update?
Yeah, quill
digital, you ain't update?
Imagine writing shit with a quill and fire. You ain't got no light, just fire.
The whole Constitution.
Come on, big dog. Like, we gotta. That's the thing with this country. Like, the people that don't see the play, it's crazy to me because it's like, dog. It's the left side, which is super liberal, and my feelings is hurt by everything. Oh my God, I'm so sensitive, which is bad. That's bad. It's
very
equally
bad.
as bad as being ignorantly on the right side.
Correct.
The truth is always in the middle.
In the middle.
Every time. So it's like, because at the end of the day, I'm liberal in the sense that I think that everybody should be able to do what the fuck they want.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm also conservative.
Yeah. Like family-wise, financially.
Exactly. You can do what the fuck you want. Just do it over there. Don't do it in my house. Do it outside in the world, nigga. You want to be a fucking lizard, nigga? Go ahead, nigga. But you're not about to live with me being a lizard, nigga. I can't condone that shit, bro. I'm sorry, nigga. I'm gonna fucking tell you about yourself.
So you can't be with me being a lizard.
Yeah, I'm just being 100. If I walk in my crib and my son is like, I want to be a lizard, like, sit down, my nigga. We gotta talk.
Sit down for a second. Let's have a conversation.
We have to have some conversations, bro.
Like, nigga, I'm not just gonna be feeding you lettuce all day, nigga. This is not.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm a liberal in that sense where you can do whatever you want, but I'm also conservative in the sense that certain shit, there should be boundaries.
All right. So
like,
let me take you to this topic.
Sex in the schools, like same. I don't think they should
wait. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Because you're bringing me to my final topic.
Okay.
You're bringing me to the final topic.
All right,
I sent this to you earlier. I'm going to pull it up and then we'll get into that because this happened. And you know, sometimes people don't understand or they don't quantify things until it's in their yard.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just welcome them to some stuff that's been going on in the South Coast. And then I would love to, dive in a little deep on what your thoughts and our thoughts are on it. I'm kind of split, but I'm sure that we'll come to some kind of consensus. Or if not, we're just going to have a little conversation about it. Let me get this pulled up real quick. So in New Bedford, New Bedford. I've been living out here for a while now. So somehow I got the accent.
Fucking
I'm from Boston. I've been all over Brockton, and then I've been living here for 10 years now. So I got some weird,
you got whale country
dialect now. Yeah, for real. Hold on, let me find it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I sent it to Samia.
Niggas be doing the whaling out there. Well, they used to. Can't do it no more. It's illegal.
All right. So let me bring you to this story that came out today. I'm not a fan of the platform, but they do provide stories and they do tend to be accurate. I just don't like that they gaslight everybody all the time. But this is serious enough to talk about, and I think that it's a valid conversation to have, which you were just leaning into. So out here, a New Bedford school was attacked, a middle school. It gave students an assignment to do on the internet to search for LGBT songs and sex songs or songs about sex when they got home. This is a 7th grade classroom. Now, just clarify, because there was a misunderstanding that this was happening in the public school, but it was actually one of the private schools in the area. Not that it really makes a difference, but it does to the general public, I guess. How do you feel about this? So this is the message from the parent. Hello, this assignment was given to my 7th grade daughter and is due on Tuesday. Needless to say, my daughter will not be participating in the class, nor will be completing this sickening assignment. I will be emailing the teacher and principal regarding this. However, I would like to get some guidance on what else I can do. I am speechless and extremely upset and disgusted that my daughter is being taught this in school. I am in the New Bedford district, and the school is a low-income, tuition-free, non-sectarian middle school. Any advice? Now, this was the assignment, according to the picture. And it says, she didn't give the whole thing, but if you see, there's a little page right here where it says, so basically, she was supposed to search for sexual language and music, 4 to 6 songs that contain messages about sexuality. All right. Here's my first question. Did you have sex ed in school?
Yeah.
At what age?
I think in Brockton we did it but our sex ed was different though. Well, we did in like 6th grade, I think. 6th, 7th.
6th grade. I have some thoughts on the assignment.
Well, our sex ed wasn't like that. Our sex ed was like, first of all, they split us up. They put the girls in one class, if I'm mistaken, and they put the boys in another class. So they basically told you about the functions of your body. That's basically it. And then they showed childbirth. Like they showed a video of a baby being born. And that was sex ed. It wasn't like what happened during sex, nothing, none of that. It was just like, yo, put the girls in one class, boys in another class. This is what you're about. This is what that does. This is what happens when this happens. Boom, 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 boom. This is the result of sex. And they show the child being born.
Okay, same. So we have that frame of reference. Did it level up when you went to high school? Did you get into the deeper conversation in high school?
I don't think in school. No, never.
Okay. So is this a derivative? I questioned because I got a little hot too, but then I said, is this a derivative of the times and things changing? Do you feel like it could have been handled differently? Because let me give you an example. When I read the assignment, I said, okay, this was when I feel like when you're going to engage in any of that level of conversation with someone's children, they send me home notices to sell fucking candy bars all the time. So I think it would be fair enough to say, hey, we're going to start touching on these very sensitive societal topics, and we invite the families to join us in this conversation and dialogue. Yeah. Because when you just send your kid home, if I just came home and my son was on the internet, I'm like, yo, what are you doing on the hub? What's going on over here? What's going on right now? Right. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, I would have put it in there to the assignment for the child to go home and talk about it with their parent.
Yeah. I think so I think when I was in school, as far as like kids and sexuality, we was always around it. Like there was gay kids in my school and shit like that. And we knew, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like, see, I hate that they make it like it was some barbarian time and shit like that. It wasn't like the gay kid, we knew he was gay. Nobody messed with him. Nobody did nothing. We just knew he was gay. There was a kid in matter of fact, there was a kid I went to school with from 1st grade to 8th grade. He transitioned to a woman. But we knew he was gay. Like when he told us, he was like, hey, I'm gay. We was like, you just figured that out. Right. Like, nigga, we played Power Rangers and you used to be the Pink Ranger, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we knew. I don't know if you just now know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but I think that like as far as it all on all fronts, like that shit shouldn't be discussed in no school, nowhere until you're old enough to deal with it. Maybe when you get to high school.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. I feel like it's more appropriate once you get into high school because that's when those hormones are really, and that's when, you know, like I was an early bloomer. I'm not even gonna go on, but you know what era we grew up in.
I know what you're saying, but I think that would be more appropriate. And I also think that even when you're talking about sexual orientation, gay, straight, boom, 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 I think high school is a good time to talk about it because your brain is a little bit more developed, right?
Correct.
And you're making a more even if you're going through a phase, you're more making a more educated, grown up decision, right? Like if you're like 7 and you're like, I want to be a girl, it's like, dog, you don't know.
We don't know nothing.
Nigga,
yet.
I wanted to be a Thundercat when I was 7. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not to minimize nothing, but you're 7.
Nigga, I was out here.
You couldn't
as
tell
like a
me I wasn't
7-year-old
fucking
with
Lionel
the red
at 7.
bandana with the holes cut in it and made some
Yeah.
size like I was Raphael, nigga. Like somebody had to
That's
tell
what
me,
I'm
get the
saying.
hell
You
off the
couldn't-
monkey bars before you
tell
kill
me
yourself.
I wasn't fucking Lionel at 7 years old. I was fucking Lionel, my nigga. And I got the sword. Once I got the sword, it was up for everybody.
Correct.
So
It was
you're
up for
not-
everybody.
You're not making you're a kid. So you're thinking like a kid. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like nigga, we used to watch wrestling, nigga. Like you couldn't tell me I wasn't Razor Ramon. You couldn't tell me like I wasn't that nigga. Like, so I think it shouldn't be introduced. You gotta let kids be kids. And then when it gets time, high school, yeah, okay. Now to go find sex songs is crazy. That should never be part
That's
of
all
the
I'm
lesson.
saying. Yeah. Like we don't even search that. Who searches sex songs?
I don't understand. Unless you're doing like a music class. That's the only way it would be possible, right? Is if you was doing a music class and you was discussing like the progression in lyrics.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
it. But
Yep.
if it's just like health class and they're like, yo, go find sex songs, like, nah, what?
It's like time out. What do we? And
Jesus,
even if it is an assignment for music class, you got to give some preface to something that's going home.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're talking about middle school kids that you're asking to go listen to explicit content, basically.
Yeah, and you're not. Yeah, I think that, bro.
Even though they can get to it anyway, I just don't think we
they
should
can get to it
encourage it.
anyway. But I also think that, dog, it's like we're trying to grow kids up faster than they're ready to be grown up.
Yeah.
These are still people with underdeveloped brains that you're asking to decipher and break down information, right? Like a 13-year-old can't break down nigga. Me and the 13-year-old could watch the same movie. If I sat down, I know the movie's bullshit. I keep using wrestling just because. If I watch a wrestling match with a 13-year-old, he thinks that shit is real. Matter of fact, I watch wrestling with my daughter. My daughter's 14. She thinks some of it is real. I explain to her what is what, but a motherfucker get cracked in the head with a chair. She thinks that motherfucker's dead.
Full on. Yes.
I tell them, me, I know. I watch wrestling for the sport of it. Like, okay, these niggas, for the fact that they got to entertain live on the spot in front of thousands of people and can't fuck up and shit like that. There's a whole different reason why I watch it. But a 13-year-old motherfucker get punched in the face, they think that nigga got hit full blast in the mouth.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you know how sometimes they lay there and they wait for the person to get on top rope to do the move?
Yeah.
Like my daughter's 14, she always be like, why they just lay there? I would have just got up
move.
And da-da-da-da.
Move, nigga.
Yeah. You feel me?
My kid used to yell at the TV, move.
Yeah. So yeah,
calm down,
Exactly. So they don't understand it. So if they don't understand that, how you expect them to understand the different nuances of life? You can't. It's impossible. Agreed. Their brain's not even developed enough to make that decision to know, okay, this is LGBT. What is that?
Yep.
And then we could take it another place, nigga, like teach slavery first. You didn't even get through that part first.
You know what I'm saying? I feel you. Now, let me ask this. As fathers, because I know we've gone through this, especially you as a father with a daughter, and your daughters are older than mine, so I'm definitely interested in your answer on this one. At what point did you sit down and have the conversation with her yourself?
Right about middle school, but middle school. It wasn't crazy though. It wasn't like a detail. I had a conversation with her about boys and what she likes and things like that, and then kids and do they want kids and things of that nature. But it wasn't like I didn't go into details and shit like that. Like some kids you can see their track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes.
My
yes,
youngest daughter, I can
yes.
see her track. She might go to the left. She might go off. You know what I mean? Because she's talking about she don't want kids. I see how she dresses. I see what it is.
Yeah,
But I don't talk to her. But I don't push her in that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
I just let her be.
So I talk to them about relationships. Period.
Correct.
Like instead of boy, girl. Listen, man. If you find somebody you like, this is what you do. This is how it happens. This is how you treat them. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because when I talk to them like that, so that way they don't have the expectation in their minds that, oh shit,
my oldest,
I gotta come to my dad with a fucking boy, or he's gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna kick me out the crib.
I got a boy who's a senior right now. He's coming out and he's figuring out where he's in and all of that. And I admit, when we first engaged it, I didn't shun him or anything. I just said, I need some time to process and then come back to talk to you because now daddy has to go grow up a little bit. Went and did that. Came back to the table and talked to him. And I said, I gave him the same talk. And now we joke about it. I'm like, yo, don't let no boy disrespect you because your dad's going to beat his ass.
Yeah.
Like, tell your boyfriend don't get beat the fuck up.
I think that you get upset. You get not upset. You accept it for what it is, right? Because at the end of the day, that's still your son.
Correct.
So whatever values you put in him, he's gonna exhibit. What he likes is what he likes, nigga.
And I also thought it was powerful. What I did was because I started to embrace him in a way where it's a little different with girls for us as men. And when I brought him to a battle rap event. We know how that could go sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like depending on the but no. We know how it can be perceived it can go sometimes.
Yeah.
But I brought him in that environment to see, So
regular.
It was regular. Exactly. Yeah. So he was living in a box in his head because of what he was seeing on social media and stuff. And he was starting to like box himself in. And I said, bro, you're good to go where you want, do what you need to do, how you want to do.
Because social media is a bubble,
I don't care what orientation you pick. Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. Don't be out here thinking that you're above anybody because you're oriented. Like, no, you need to conduct yourself, treat people how you want to be treated, conduct yourself like a mature adult, regardless of what your orientation, who you want to deal with in life, whatever. And then it actually helped me get ready for these conversations with my daughters because I'm going to be having a whole different set of conversations with them down the line. But I want to speak towards the development that it gave me as a father. I wasn't prepared for that. And I don't think anybody from our background and disposition is really prepared for it all the time. We came from what we came from.
Oh, no, we not. But the crazy part is we should be because in the hood, nigga, there's always somebody who's gay.
Yes, but it's different when it's your baby.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That in the hood, it was like it was across the street or we're chilling. I had gay friends in high school, like we're chilling. But it's a different thing when like your baby comes to you and especially for me, because one of the things that and I had somebody tell me I was wrong for this. And I said, no, you crazy as shit. Gay black men are at the highest rate in danger of STDs, HIV, what have you. This is the stats. I work in health. I do this all the time. So I had to at least educate him on that. The same way I would have told my daughter, wrap it up. Or make sure that the person wraps it. Take your stuff. Do what you got to do. Da-da-da-da-da. So it was weird because I find that most parents that I talk to understand this. Most of the people that don't understand this are not even in the fucking baby making game. They don't. They understand their orientation. They understand their orientation or their belief on the orientation, but they have no idea what it takes to raise a fucking human being to be better than you could ever be.
Right.
While helping them be themselves. So it gets difficult because when we get into this, how I am. I'm very like rigid like that. Was like, I don't like talking to people that don't do it. If I want to talk about, no, let me correct myself. I don't mind conversing with you. If I want to grow and expand from it, I need someone with experience to expand.
Somebody who done it.
I don't mind shooting the shit, but if I want to step in the battle rap, there's only one God for me to go talk to. I'm not gonna go talk to my boy that just makes mixtapes and he don't really battle rap like that. He's just a fan and he watches. He might have some tidbits on, like, from the viewer standpoint on some performance stuff. But as far as the ins and outs that's gonna get me to take heads off, I'm going to the God for that. I'm not gonna go to, you know what I'm saying, Joe Smo.
That's with anything, nigga. If I wanted to hoop, I know niggas that hoops or whatever. But my thing is, when it comes to that, right? When you raising a man, well, regardless of what his sexual orientation is, he's still a man. And you have to show him, yo, listen, bro, you're a man out here still. So man shit
society is going to, yes.
Man shit can happen to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and you're a black man. So black man shit can happen to you, bro. You just gotta focus on what you gotta focus on. Whatever you do in your bedroom is your business, my nigga.
Correct.
When you out in this world, though, you gotta move under these certain guises because of, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, bro. Like,
and you know what fucks me up is people act like we're saying something different to them that we don't have to tell ourselves when we step outside. It's no different advice. Like, we have to enter the world, and the world is going to treat us however the fuck it wants to, based on how it perceives us. So you got to be careful,
bro. I'm a black man. I wear many hats. Everybody who knows me know I do a bunch of shit. I'm a rapper, father, podcaster, whatever. Them titles that I have, right? People can put those first before they see me, right? Just like being somebody's sexual orientation, they can put it first. Yo, I'm this. At the end of the day, I'm a black man, bro.
That's it.
Anything that is susceptible, that any black man is susceptible to, I'm susceptible to. I can get my head popped off any day in the world because a motherfucker had a bad day.
And it'll keep moving on.
And regardless of my orientation, which I am heterosexual, but regardless of my orientation, right? I'm over 6 feet. I got some muscle size to me. I'm an imposing figure. Motherfuckers is gonna clutch. I walked down streets and people walked across the street because I was walking down the street. If I got a hoodie on, it's a fuck. You might as well forget about it. You understand what I'm saying? No matter if it's fucking 3 degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then somehow we have to navigate living in a world where we don't internalize that so much that we don't say hi to the next person. True. We can't lose our ability to make friends in the world because of those interactions. It's very hard. I don't think people understand, like, how hard that is, just being a black person individually and then adding on more layers to that. It gets even more complicated. So I've had that talk with my son. Like, listen, I can embrace you all I want. You are my baby. There are some places you can go in this world where that will not be the case. And you have to do the smart thing, which is make sure you get home. I can help you deal. You got a father, so I can help you deal with whatever in the aftermath. But I need your ass to get home.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I tell my kids that. I say, outside of these 4 walls, don't nobody give a fuck about what you got going on. Nobody cares about what you're going through. Nobody cares about your feelings, your emotions, what you've been through. I care because I'm your dad. Nobody else gives a fuck out there. So you have to be able to just get home, man.
Correct.
There's no need to do all this extra shit everybody's doing, bro.
Like, I have not sold to my boys, like, you know, I take them downstairs, we hit the heavy bag, I show them little shit. You know, I used to box, I like little shit. I'm a little rusty, I'm all beat up, and I got all kind of injuries, but I still give them some of the tools. And at first I was like, no. I don't care what your orientation is. I need you. I do it with my daughters. I need you to know how to get yourself out of a situation to get home.
Yeah, that's it.
And then if you're cornered and you cannot, I need you. Yeah. I need to know as a father, I gave you the skills to do the best you can.
Nigga, all my kids can proficient with their hands. They know how to box. Don't 6-piece combo if they got to.
I got a 3-year-old proficient.
Yeah, my youngest daughter, she's 14 now. My youngest daughter hits harder than everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? She throws 3. I'll run down on them at random. Give me 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't play, man. I was even helping my man Chops. He was just in here. I was showing his daughters how to get their hands together and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, I think when we was kids, the threat of violence was always imminent.
Always imminent.
Right? Like you get punched in your face. Some violent shit can happen to you. I think in this society, there's less. I don't say there's less violence because I feel like it's the same amount. But these kids now think it can't happen to them.
That's it. There's a lack of general awareness of it.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, nigga, it was be on your P's and Q's. You say the wrong shit, you
All
get
the
punched
time.
in your fucking mouth.
All
nigga.
the time. Everywhere.
You get duffed out, nigga. You could be walking with your backpack on. We used to play games like that open chest and shit. You walk
Open
with your
chest,
backpack.
letter B.
Yeah, nigga, you get duffed out. Now I think these kids move around with this fake bubble of security because social media gives them that anonymity factor to where it's like they're so used to saying what they want and nothing happens. So when it's
Correct,
in person,
correct.
they say what they want, and then they might like, what nigga? Pow. Now they don't know what to do. So they never got stalled on. They never got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, fuck that. I don't care what your orientation is. If you mine or if you under my wing, you under my tutelage. Even when I was mentoring kids, I didn't care what their orientation was.
I didn't
Listen,
care.
my
Yep,
nigga,
correct.
you about to get this mentorship. You about to do these push-ups, nigga. I don't care about none of that. What you got going on?
I had a regular saying with the kid, I'm very like candid with the teenagers, you know what I'm saying? So when the teenager, I'm like, okay, that's cool, great. Thanks for letting me know that. Doesn't matter. Are you an asshole? Okay, that's all that matters to me. You're not an asshole, right? All right, okay. Come on. Let's go learn some shit. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm just appreciative that to see brothers like you, myself, all the brothers around us, that have learned to grow in a way, but still have our boundaries on what is just ridiculous from society.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the growth is personal, but at the same time, as men set boundaries, right? And we also push boundaries. Men deal with a lot of boundaries. So men are the people that say no. No, you can't do that. Well, you can do that. You can do that, but this is the consequence. No. Da 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 da. Women are nurturers.
They're nurturers, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they'll see some fucked up shit, want to hug it, and we like, nigga, that's a fucking snake. No, that snake can't be in this fucking house. I don't care how small and cute it is. It gotta go. I will kill this motherfucker. This shit gotta go. You understand what I'm saying?
Shit.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's just the
dichotomy.
So we set the boundaries. Not saying that women can't set boundaries, but it's not their nature is to nurture. So they'll see, like, I always do this. You show a woman a picture of a baby, anything.
Yep.
And they go, oh. Show them a baby tiger, they go, oh, like, dog, that shit's gonna be 800 pounds.
That shit will eat you.
What the fuck is you talking about? That shit will slap your head off right now while you, no. It's so cute. I just wanted to hold it. No,
nigga.
Has to go.
Yeah, you just gave me a flashback. That shit really happened.
Dog, it's happened to me mad time. Show a woman a picture of a baby, anything, bro. Tiger, elephant, any animal, just show them the baby version. And they go, oh, I want to hold it and hug it and squeeze it. And you're like, nigga, in about 6 months, that shit's going to be 300 pounds ready to pounce on you.
Correct.
Ain't no holding it, hugging it, squeezing it.
My guy Mike, shout out the rant, shout out the sports report. My guys.
Yeah, so we set boundaries for shit at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? So I think just growing as a person is opening yourself up to more experiences, but also staying who you are, keeping your boundaries, keeping yourself.
Yep.
Yo, nigga, this is me. And then there's some things, a lot of things I will give leeway to, but then there's some things I won't.
I won't. Yeah.
Part of life, nigga. Like, doesn't make me. I can understand it. And here's another thing: I can understand it and still not fuck with it.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I get that. I see what you're saying. All right, nigga, don't work. It works for you. That's cool.
It's different integrity, different people, different things. I'm totally like that.
Yeah, nigga, you do what's good for you. Because I think also with this society, they do the whole, you got to think like I think. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you don't think like I think or agree with what the fuck I just said, then you're on the other side.
Correct.
And that's weird. Like,
that's why we created the multiverse.
yeah, like it's groupthink. Like even with me and Lonelle, we don't think alike at all.
Fuck no.
Lonelle is detail oriented, so he's gonna compartmentalize that shit, bust that shit down to the fucking finest minuscule grain. Me, I'm just like, set it up, let's go. I'll figure
Let's
it
go.
out. I'm a swimmer, nigga. Throw me in the water. By the time I get to the other side of the pool,
I'm over here showing this nigga graphs like, if you swim like this, nigga.
Yeah,
he's like, nigga,
I don't need that.
Nigga, just give me the snorkel, nigga.
Just throw me in there. By the time I get to the other side of the pool, I'm gonna be swimming, nigga, with the right way.
That's a fact.
That's how I am. I'm like that with everything, nigga. Just throw me. That's how I learned. Throw me in the fucking shit. Like even when I started doing MMA, the first time I did it, my coach, we didn't do no lessons and techniques. He just threw me in the fucking fight. All right, bet.
Correct.
And then I built my shit off of how I naturally fight because he just threw me in there. Do it. Nigga. And then I was like,
it's almost like when they were talking about like how basketball changed a little bit, where it's not as much as identity as it's a lot of drill work. Whereas like they're giving you the drills, but not looking at your identity and building those around that identity.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, cause my trainer, he told me, he said, yo, if I can't see how you naturally fight, I don't know what effective shit to teach you.
Bingo.
I can teach you how to do a fucking a spinning roundhouse, nigga, but if
my body naturally doesn't do a shoulder roll, I'm gonna go out there and look like Ryan Garcia just did when I'm turning my whole back.
If you don't know how to fucking spin, then I can't. What's the point of me showing you that? If you're a straightforward nigga,
said, nigga, you don't know how to spin.
Yeah, if you don't know how to do the spin,
you're right, I'm hip.
What's the point of me showing you how to do the spinning roundhouse? You know what I'm saying? What's the point if you're a boxer and you don't know, like you said, you don't know how to shoulder roll, what's the point of me showing you?
Why am I going to take you down that road? Correct.
Why? Oh, you're straightforward. You like this, you Joe Frazier, straightforward. I'm going to show you how to maximize the straightforward. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to show you how to fucking be the best you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think with society, everybody wants to be. I was watching this thing with 19 Keys. I was watching it yesterday. He said, everybody just, like, your job in society, whatever it is just as important as the next guy's job.
Yeah.
Just because that nigga built the plane, maybe your job is not to build the plane. Maybe your job is to paint it.
Just as important as the garbage man, just as important as the doorman.
That's why I'm humble with the rap shit, because everybody be like, yo, X, you rap and you do. Dog, I'm just like, nigga, it's a job. It's like being
I will say this, though.
Man.
I will say this, though. And this is where we're different. I watch Xcel's interviews, and he's so calm and measured. I'm on the other side of the screen, like, cuss that nigga the fuck out.
Nah, I be chilling.
Because
my thing is like this. It's like, for me, it's like a job, right? It's like I'm good at my job. So it's like no different to me being a good garbage man or a good motherfucking waiter, or like there's somebody that is as good as I am with words. There's somebody that's good like that with numbers, an ill mathematician. This nigga, you can, what's 56 times 230? He'll tell you.
Yeah.
Boom, you know what I'm saying? There's good people in every walk of life. Like, dog, there might be people that you don't like. There's niggas that you never heard of, but in their field, they are him.
Correct.
There's niggas we don't know. We never heard of these niggas. We probably walk by him every day. You don't know. But in that nigga's field, whatever he does, he's the man.
Bro, I got a dude out here that's on some Stephen Hawking shit with his robotics, and I just met him having a coffee. We had a good conversation. He invited me over. I went over to his spot. I said, let me just go check it out. You know how happenstance it happens. Sometimes just talking to people. Went to this dude's spot, and he has a fully automated robotics center out here. Wouldn't have known. It's like a fucking bat cave in there. And they're leading the industry on a certain line of automation, a certain new a way to code automation. They're actually the ones helping do some of that for like Amazon, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not. We'll go down the automation rabbit hole another day.
Chilling.
He's chilling.
What's up, yo? You
this
good?
Nigga eat the same thing every time I seen him. Everything. And I just happen to be like, yo, what's up today? Just talk to him. I was like, what's this dude's deal?
Hey, what you do? He's like, oh, funny you asked.
This nigga brought me to the bat cave.
Yeah, come over here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm, like when we walked in, you know how like the Batman room has the affinity lights on the roof?
Mm-hmm.
In the Christian Bale Batman, like when he went in that basement shit and it had like all the lights that lit up on the roof, his shit is literally like that. We walked in, it was like do. That's all the lights turning on, and then like this nigga's desk like literally went over, tapped some shit, and it was like, wow. I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. Robot arm came out. And I said, where's Jarvis? What kind of Iron Man shit you got going on?
Where's Jarvis? That my nigga Jarvis. But you got So at the end of the day, bro,
now he's teaching my daughter the code.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, bro, like. Can't take this shit. Everybody wants to act like they have this superior thoughts and shit like that. And I always look at life like this, nigga. Adults are just grown up babies, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody knows shit.
We don't know shit.
Nobody though. No, even the smartest person that you can think of
don't know
nobody
shit.
Knows nothing. We're just winging it. Everybody is winging life.
On God, this is a one big ass freestyle, bro.
Everybody's just freestyling life. Nobody knows nothing, dog. Like
that's a fact.
Nobody knows nothing. Like, nigga, you can know, but nobody. What do you really know? Nobody.
What do you really know? Correct.
Because even if you know a bunch of facts, facts change over time.
All the time.
Right.
Pluto was a planet a little while ago.
Pluto was a planet when I was a kid. That was a fact. That was an irrefutable fact. It was in an encyclopedia. Couldn't tell niggas that it wasn't a fact. And then one day, somebody was like, that shit ain't no planet.
It ain't no planet.
Fact.
And that's it.
Facts change. What do you know? Like, stop. You can't attach yourself to these studies and these numbers and this all this. And if you are a person that tries to drive the way you think home, like try to beat people up with the knowledge, you're just as ignorant that you're not. There's no wisdom in that. Like the wise man knows he knows nothing at all because there's always something else to be learned.
Yes.
Like you gotta stay in a constant state of learning. That's what I do. That's what I know. That's what I do. I stay, nigga. If I don't know some shit, I'm gonna tell you I don't know it.
This is where we share our biggest synergy, because even though our delivery style is different, I'll be like I can come across very like he's on it, but that's because I'm confident in what I do know.
Yeah, 1000%. The shit I know. Like,
I know.
I got it.
But the shit I do not know, I have no problem admitting to and learning.
Like, y'all, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I also don't have.
How many times, Lonelle, have you yo, I got this idea, and I say, yo, you might have to help me with that because I don't know what the fuck that is.
Correct, and vice versa. I'm like, yo, I'll hit you up. I'm like, hey, I don't know how to like deal with this as a dynamic with people. I've hit you up several times already. Hey, like, help me gauge this. I'm a little nutty. I got PTSD.
And then it's regular.
Everybody's out to get me, nigga.
Tell you, I explain it to you. Go, that? Yeah, that. I bet.
I'm like, all right, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
But this is what we need more. We need more of us being able to have those conversations with another, non-judgmental, and being able to. I will happily get checked by my brother.
Right.
If and I'll happily check in with my brother to make sure I'm not fucking crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
And it doesn't matter, like right now, this is what this was all about. We've known each other over the paths of doing stuff, but this is our first time like working this closely together, and it's been a pleasure. Like I've honestly learned a lot.
It's love, and we gonna get it. We gonna make it better. It's just gonna get better because at the end of the day, like, look, we just did a 2-hour show just shooting the shit. We didn't have no pre-production. We didn't have nothing.
Nope.
So we here, man. I think
so.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get us wrapped up real quick, but before I do that, a few people asked me why the name Xponent. 2 reasons. It's an homage to my man right here, Xcel, who's done incredible work. He'll tell me to shut up. I'm not his humble wingman, but I really am. I was impressed. I'm impressed with the way he thinks, and I wanted to be here to highlight that and add my little substance to it. And then I'll give you this. This is what Xponent actually means. We're very thoughtful about this kind of stuff. So this is the definition of an exponent, and then you explain to me whether or not this describes what we're working on here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a person who believes in and promotes the truth or benefits of an idea or theory.
Yeah.
So that if you want to know what we're here to do, that's what we're here to do. And that doesn't mean that we have all the truths, the ideas, or the theories. That means you can share them with us and we can all pontificate about them and banter about them. But at the end of the day, this is a shared medium that we're doing together here. I'm honored to be doing this project with Xcel, you know, when we first started, we just talked about doing a pod together, and like he said, I'm crazy. So I was like, nah, nigga, we need a universe.
Yeah, we need a universe. I was like, all right, man, I'm here. And this is exactly how we think, right? He said, we need a universe. I said, okay. And then he started breaking down all the shit. I was like, listen, I'm here, nigga. We can just, I'm building. We gonna build. Show me what the, oh, you need me to do that? I'm here. Like, that's just how it works.
That's the truth.
So, we here. We in the building now. Now we up and moving. So you're gonna see us. Will be every Wednesday and every Wednesday night and every Saturday night. We in the building.
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick just so y'all can see that.
So y'all can see the schedule.
But it's gonna be good stuff, man. If you want to join us, you know, again, like it's a free for all. You got some stuff you want to talk about, anything going on. We're here to highlight you.
Yes, we're gonna have people on. We're gonna do the damn thing.
And we're not worried about, you know, and when we say guests, we had this conversation early too. Like, we're not worried about names and all. No, we want everyday people, professionals. Like we just said, we don't think anybody in society is really that much more important than anybody else. So we want to share in this process with speaking to as many people as we can and helping people grow and expand. And if nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Just having, we got to get back to open dialogue, man. Like I think that's a big part of society that we're missing, and we're just happy to bring some of that back. So again, you can catch us on the Xponent podcast on the Multiverse Universe on Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. And again, it's on. This was episode 1.5. We had some fun putting together our first test beta shows and all of that good stuff. We got Smart Spot Monkeys and Super Kicks already on the way. They're moving. His fourth episode will be coming out tomorrow. It's a wrestling podcast. Check them out on our YouTube channel. Let me pull that back up real quick so you guys can see the YouTube channel one more time.
And this will be live up on the YouTube channel.
Correct. This is already streaming live on both platforms. You can go check this out again when I'm done. It'll be on our Facebook and YouTube. Follow, comment, like, share, man. Let people know. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We don't care what you want to talk about, what it's about, man. You can hit us up, man. We'll figure it out. We'll fit it into what we're doing here, because this podcast is literally about inspiring others and bringing others to the table and just shooting the shit, just having good talk. So check us out on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. Help us get to our 100 subscribers, man. I would like to reach that goal ASAP. So let's make that happen. Share. If you know somebody, have them subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And we'll let you know about some of the other shows that are going to be coming out very soon. We have some really, really fire content coming out for you guys in 2024. And then I'll wrap it up with saying, be on the lookout. I don't want to say too much, but just be on the lookout at the end of the year. We will be announcing and setting up and establishing our own independent DSP. If you don't know what that is, that's a digital streaming service provider, or some people say digital streaming service platform, whichever one works for you. And what we're talking about is creating a hub for Podders the Pod again, and basically get back to the times where we were making more value for our content. And the only way we can do that is by creating our own universe, creating our own platform, and applying our own integrity to it to make sure that people are handled properly. So it's incumbent upon your ability to help us build that out in order to make that happen. Please stay tuned. I'm working with engineers and stuff right now on the app, a whole bunch of other stuff. Shout out my man, Mark. I see you, brother. Mark Slade in the building. Hey, the rant. Some guys I've been supporting since day one when they started their thing. We all go way back. Gang for real. So again, just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for some work with a lot of different pods in the area. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We're not here to make this very, very clear. We're here to have dialogue and discourse. It's a non-compete space. We just want to have fun and talk and build with people, encourage people. So if you have a pod, we don't give a shit, come on over here. If you got something you want to talk about, come on over here. If you want to get your head smacked off by trying to battle Xcel, he ain't battling y'all. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm just
we ain't not battling. I do enough of that. But
that's on God.
Talk, we here in this talk space. We here, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be here every Wednesday and Sunday.
Yes, sir. So we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us, man. Again, man, this is Xponent with a God's Pod, man.
Peace.